going to get another playoff. Time has run out on this third quarter. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Back to the ground on first, it's McCaffrey. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown.
Touchdown.
Christian McCaffrey, 27 yards. And the Niners take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Now the 49ers electing to leave the offense out there and go for two. Jackson from the shotgun. Flush to his right. And he's got it. So the two-point conversion is good, and they add on to their fourth quarter lead.
Patriots 7. Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Tyler Lockett now with a return. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40.
Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and...
There he goes, right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Davante Adams, 61 yards. And the Patriots make some inroads here on that deficit.
And another touchdown pass for Dan Marino. Always had the big arm, always had great touch as well. But I was going to go back, partner. 1984, I watched a phenomenon. Second year in the league for Dan Marino. How about these numbers? 5,084 yards passing, 48 touchdowns, 64% completions, and a 109 quarterback rating. All were career highs, set in his second year, and the Dolphins went to the Super Bowl where they played the 49ers.
24, Patriots 15.
So the lead is now dwindled to 9 as the kick here is away. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
Take over first and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Touchdown.
Lamar Jackson, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Boy, the action just coming fast and furious right now. If you got up to go get a drink from the fridge, you picked the wrong time. 2 long touchdowns.
Yeah, and that's how you answer a one-play drive with a one-play drive of your own. And you're exactly right. If you step away from the action, my dad took me to a Major League Baseball game when I was 8. I needed to go to the bathroom. Of course, while we're in the bathroom, grand slam home run.
It tends to happen that way, doesn't it?
Yeah, my dad still hasn't forgiven me.
Marino will look to throw on first. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
2nd and 10 now. Marino. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 49.
If you were me, you do this too.
And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
Robbie Gould.
And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a... And oh, he takes off with it. It's a fake. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards.
Well, I have to admit, I'm scratching my head a little bit here trying to make sense of what I just saw. Number one, huge lead. Just kick the extra point and be done with it. Number two, if you are going to go for two, just line up and go for it from the 2-yard line. Why make it so difficult? That's a long way to go to try and pick up some points. Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
Back to the air, Marino after the pick 6. He lets it fly for Lockett. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 25. Well, to be frank, CD, this is getting tough to watch. I mean, you feel for him, but 6 interceptions, that's at a whole new level. It's not a good level.
It makes it tougher and tougher to come up with ways to try and support him. But you have to as a team because you can't just throw your quarterback aside. You're going to need him later on. But it reminds me of a time that a former defense coordinator of mine told me he was in a game where his quarterback threw 7 interceptions. So after the 6-1, one of the defensive players went to the quarterback and said, here's what you do. Throw the ball to the other team, and let's see if our receivers can pick it off and turn it into a completion.
That's just mean. I don't know that I'd go down there and say that to him right now. Probably pretty fragile. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. He was trying to get that one into the hands of Christian McCaffrey, but it'll be 2nd down.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And across the chalk, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. A 21-yard touchdown run. And the forced turnover on defense lead. And oh, he takes off with it. It's a fake. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
Another not asking me, but I'll give you my opinion anyway. I think it's time to erase that play from the call sheet. I guess they figure with the big lead they can experiment a little bit. But all in all, just go ahead and put that play on ice.
Pulls it in at the... And a mistake on the lateral. It's a loose ball. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And what else could go wrong at this point? This is going to be a defensive touchdown as they keep piling it on. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. And for Jackson, this may be a free play. Flushed out right. And he is going to get in for the 2. Although there is a flag on the field, but it looked like a defender jumped.
Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
And this is secured by the Patriots. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number, kind of like when the...
And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
He has his 2 scores, but still a sizable deficit in this game.
Do you have him in fantasy football this week?
Unfortunately, no.
It's too bad, right? That would have been big points, but he is really trying to rally his team as best he can. Things are not going as well the rest of the way for them. That's why they're down with this deficit. He might need to score a couple of more times to give them a chance.
Score Niners 50, Patriots 23.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
10 at their own 27-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's the biggest blowout that you've been a part of as a player or broadcast? That's caught at the 25. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Touchdown, San Francisco.
Even though he was forced from the pocket, still able to adjust, make the long throw, and it ends with a really big touchdown.
Yeah, moving to his left. The key to everything when they're moving outside of the pocket, doesn't matter which side, making sure those shoulders get around and you get back square so you can get everything on the throw and create the big play we just saw there downfield.
And he is going to get in, but there is a flag down. Let's sort this out here. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
And this is secured by the Patriots. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
From the shotgun, Marino. It's caught here by Adams. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. He's going to let it fly. And incomplete on the deep ball. Tyler Lockett was the target there. That'll bring up 2nd down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Right there, 54 Mike. Hey, me and you all day, I'm coming.
Out of the gun, it's Marino. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Bobby Wagner, the former 2nd rounder out of Utah State, with a sack.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. It's caught. Lockett. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. They knew they had the free play after the penalty. They get great yardage, so they can decline that penalty.
And one of the things we've seen develop more and more in recent years are teams seeing that penalty occur and still taking the big shot downfield and hoping to gain the yardage as we just saw there. They practice it, they work on it, and this time they're successful.
First down, Marino. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. I think you'd agree that looked like the right call from up here.
No doubt about it. What everyone has to understand is that the officials are going to be right on the play each and every time. You may not like the call, but they're usually spot on.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. Marino will throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off inside the 5. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every.
He's got a man, complete. He's at the 40. And down to the 20. A big play there on the catch and run. 76 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Gronkowski the intended target, and it's 2nd down.
They are certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
And this will be caught, and the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone, and you know they could have taken a knee there.
Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And would you believe it? This is caught in the end zone. And the fake extra point works to extend their lead by 2. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And this is secured by the Patriots. So they hit the ball before it went 10 yards. I know that's tough, but you got to stay disciplined.
It is difficult because you're so eager to go get the football. It's that type of a play, but you're exactly right. Have to have the discipline to let it go 10 first.
On 1st and 10, it's Marino. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
2nd and 10, Marino once more. That is knocked away and incomplete, but a penalty flag. In the backfield, this might be a roughing call. The hit comes late. We saw it. There's your flag.
And we know that there's a guideline, right? Ball's gone. You get 1 step. If you're within 1 step of the quarterback, you can hit him as long as it's still done legally. But anything outside of that, looks like an extra step was involved.
That throw by Marino, incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. A first throw for the backup Jackson. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Now Marino operating with 3rd and long. And the pressure gets to him again. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Here's Cameron Johnston now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And look at this, it's a fake. Oh, but he'll be stopped well short of the 1st down marker, and it's a turnover on downs. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool them. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Out to his left. And that'll be incomplete. The flag was down, so they took a shot, thinking it's on the defense. Let's see. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5.
Hey, hey. Mike 51. 60 Bobcat.
And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. Oh, he'll look downfield. That's caught inside the 20. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Touchdown.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not in their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stop us, we're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
Oh, and it's a fake. They'll try. And he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead.
Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
And this is secured by the Patriots. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. He's going to let it fly. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 13. And that will write a finish to this ball game.
Today's
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it.
Defensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.